What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld Podcast, and we're going to be talking Wildcard weekend for 2020. And I'm telling you right now, this Bills and Texans game, it took about 15 years off my life. I don't know what both of these teams were doing, but I'm going to go ahead. We're going to start with Josh Allen. I have no idea. I kind of respect what he was doing because he was doing I guess it was like, yo, I'm in the moment right now, so I got to do whatever it takes to win. But his decision-making was just so outrageous, it was like he was playing a video game. You know what I'm saying? Like, the dude's trying to pitch the ball while he's getting tackled. He's throwing dots to DeMarco. Like, bro, it's your fullback, bro, in double coverage. Like, he gave the Texans so many opportunities. And that Roby guy, Bradley, whichever Roby it is, bro, that dude can't catch. Listen, I'm going to tell you this right now. The game shouldn't have been close. The Texans actually should have had like 2 or 3 pick sixes. It should have been a lot of different things going on, but it just didn't work out that way. And even with the Bills starting off with a heavy lead, well, not really heavy, but 13 points is pretty good. You kind of had to, it's sort of like you just know that this dude Watson is going to come out and just do whatever he wants. It's like, you get that kind of feeling. J.J. Watt making his return, making some plays and stuff like that, being able to come back and do the things that he did. It was a very, very exciting game for the comeback part of it. You see what I'm saying? But when you look at the comeback, you got to separate that from what the Bills were doing. The Bills were doing everything possible to lose the game, and primarily because of Josh Allen's ridiculousness that he was doing. So ultimately, I wanted to give him like a little bit more consideration based on the fact that he came out and he played very well. Caught a touchdown, pass for a touchdown. He did a lot of good things. You know what I'm saying? Well, hold up, wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, he rushed for 40 yards and then he did that other thing. He caught the touchdown early in the first quarter is what I'm trying to say. But he definitely made the game exciting. You know what I'm saying? Like, just watching him, but he had a lot of overthrows. He made a lot of ridiculous plays, but we're going to remember that lofted pass to DeMarco. We're going to remember that he's getting tackled and throwing the ball like, yo, whatever, don't matter to me, dog. Like, what you about to do? I'm playing Madden. Like, he was doing everything. But again, this is going to be about the Texans. And I'm very excited to see how this works out with the Texans going forward. It's going to be a really, really good playoff, man. I have to say that. But this game was just very, very exhilarating in a bad way. I know you Bill fans are very upset. We all know about the greased up deaf guy move that he did. 2 guys collide. You know what I'm saying? Nobody tackles Deshaun Watson. And it's just like, what are you guys doing? And it's just over. Because that sack changes everything. But then he breaks out of it in overtime, throws the dot, and the rest is history. So, congratulations to the Texans, man. They fought for that. But, going further, dog, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to work out that way. You can't expect to win games like that no matter where you play. And ultimately, as we go further, we're going to have to wait to see how this works out. But I really just don't like their chances. You know what I'm saying? Going further, because we'll see, though. We'll talk about that stuff later. We'll get into that. But congratulations to the Texans with, moving on. But the Bills, man, I know that they're going to have a lot of trouble sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Like, going through the weeks and stuff like that, man, because it was very, very difficult to watch that. But let's jump into the game of the day. The Patriots went out there, and there was a lot of people talking about this. I was very, very scared, like literally scared to pick the Titans to win this game. But I just knew that the Patriots, they just weren't as good. Tom Brady just doesn't have the weapons. And everybody expected him to make a miracle, and it just wasn't the case. It's a very difficult thing to do when you throw the ball wide open to Edelman, and he turns into Wes Welker in the Super Bowl. Like, every key pass that could have been made was dropped. And it's not like Tom, even if you want to say that, okay, the dude's like 70 years old and he's washed up, you can say whatever you want. But if you watch some of the key throws that were made, receivers just dropped the ball. So you can't blame Tom for that. Now, defensively, they could not stop Derrick Henry. So you can't, that's a big issue as well. So what's going to happen is this, right? Even though the defense didn't really give up that much, they gave up 14 points. And then we had the pick 6 at the end of the game. But still, even with that, I know that you're going to blame the offense because, obviously they couldn't put up any points. But you have to look at the fact that the ball is being delivered to the players and they're just not catching it. But nobody cares about that. Those are just all excuses, whatever it is. But he did. I visibly saw him throw the ball to dudes and he just dropped the ball. So at that point, it's like, okay, what do we need to do right now? Tom Brady, more than likely, I don't know how he goes back to the Patriots, because I think that Bill Belichick has enough ammunition at this point to get rid of him. But we have to see how that actually goes. If he does go to another team, it's going to be a situation where it's like, okay, what is a team where he can actually have a decent amount of core receivers around him and be able to know that these guys are going to make plays? Because keep in mind, if Antonio Brown stays on this Patriot team and doesn't send a text threatening somebody or whatever he allegedly did, the Patriots beat the Titans easily. And that's what people have to understand. Like, it's not like he was out there with a Randy Moss in 2007, or even if he had like Deion Branch, like anybody that can catch the ball. These dudes are trash. And Edelman is, I guess he's hurt. I don't know what's going on with him, but he's an undersized receiver. So when he's not feeling it and dudes understand that, they're going to be over him even more. You can't tell me that if you give Tom Brady any formidable receiver that they lose the game. And I'm not taking anything away from the Titans. The Titans just outright, out-tough them and just beat them. But he was making plays that the receivers, they just didn't catch the ball. It is what it is. And it happens all the time. And history changes over it. But this is 20 years that has just completely been like, it's done now. Because even if you're a Patriots fan and you're thinking that they're going to continue their dominance and be able to do this, it's very unlikely, because we've never seen anything like this before. And remember, they've gone through Spygate, Bountygate, Airgate, all kinds of gate with the gate. But it doesn't matter. Like that, it doesn't really matter that they did all that, because even with everything that they did and how they were exposed, they still won after. So like if it was all because of the cheating, they shouldn't have been able to win anything after they were exposed, and they still did. And where's Eric Mangini? You see what I'm saying? Like, what is he doing? He's running around, he's a commentator now. Like, bruh, like the dude, these are the things that you have to understand. The way that it works is people that are destined to be great are going to be great regardless. So Tom Brady, even if you don't like him or you think he's a system QB, he would have still had success no matter where he went if he was given an opportunity. Obviously, a lot of people are not giving those opportunities, so you never get to see what they can do. But I just feel, based on what I saw yesterday, you saw a man that was trying to will his offense to win, but it just wasn't in the cards for them. And you got to be fair about it. It's just like anything else. It's like Deshaun Watson and his offensive line. Like, them dudes, he was hiking the ball, he was running for his life, and he still won. So that, to me, he deserves more credit for that win than a regular quarterback that has people that actually blocks for him. Because now you got to do extra. If you go back and you even look at some of the older tapes with like Archie Manning, the Manning's dad, like, bruh, when he hikes the ball and everybody is back there. So what do you want them to do? Like, and Russell Wilson did it a lot and was still able to, do certain things. You got to give people credit for that. Tom Brady, for the most part, has always been protected decently. So he was able to do whatever he wanted, but everything has changed right now. And like I said, the future for the Patriots, I don't think that Tom Brady's going to retire. I don't think he's ready to go home. So even though the Patriots are probably going to cut him, he's probably going to go and play for somebody else. And I'm pretty sure people are going to give him a chance. He has 6 rings, bro. Like, the dude has the pedigree to win. It's just that he needs people to catch the ball for him. He needs people around him. You can't do it by yourself as you get older. When he was younger and he had what happened to Deion Branch? I just brought him up earlier. Dude was the MVP of a Super Bowl. Dude was catching mad passes. Where's he at now? Dude was garbage. We see that Tom Brady was the key factor in everything that was going on. So regardless of what everybody wants to say, the Patriots still deserve credit. I got to give it where it's due. 20 years is a long time to reign in the NFL where it's so competitive. And, ultimately that's what it was. But the Titans, I'm scared of that team, bro. And I told you guys this before, because Derrick Henry, as the game goes on and he keeps running you over, you don't want no parts of that, dog. Like, it's just a very, very, like, if you're a grown man and the dude's running with you on his back, like, how are you even, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you go home to your family after that? And he was just running and trucking and doing whatever he wanted. They really could not stop him. So it was destined. Happy birthday to Derrick Henry, by the way, man. That was a great birthday for him. But again, the Titans are a very, very dangerous team because they can run the football and they can play suitable defense in most cases. Am I nervous about them going further in the playoffs? No, I am not. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not. But that was crazy for them to be able to take the Patriots out at home after Ryan Fitzpatrick caused this game to be played in the first place. It was an unbelievable ending to a great legacy. I don't know what, the future holds. If I had to guess, I think that they would keep Belichick over Brady as far as Robert Kraft, but we never know what happens in the NFL, so we have to wait to see how that unfolds. Going forward with the rest of the playoffs, I will be back for more. I want to thank everybody for watching. Definitely appreciate your support and feedback. Leave a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. Were you excited about these games? Or are you excited about the future games? Leave it all here. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. More playoff football. Salute the troops. One love, y'all.